Comes to us from Chicago, and this is one of the cool things about this club. We are known like across the country for developing these new talent. So what happens is these really terrific comics from other parts of the country want to play here because we have a reputation, it's been said, for having the most intelligent audiences in the country. We may be asking some of you to leave. You're intelligent, they just stare at you. So in other words, these people come in here just to play to our audiences. You are so good that that's why they come in here. The only reason I have these big stars coming in to help me out is because you don't fuck this up for me. Let's welcome Manny Morone.
Hello, hello. I just actually moved here a couple months ago. Trying to introduce myself to as many people as I can. It's my first big move in my life, which is kind of cool. And think of people, I've met hundreds of people now. People are always asking you your name and where you're from, which are really the first two things in your life that you had nothing to do with. Your name, that is irrelevant to who you actually are. And where you're from, people think that's pretty important. But it's not going to start any exciting conversation. Oh yeah, I'm from Pennsylvania. Oh, that's a state. Yeah. Yeah. As far as excitingness of questions, you could ask how many toes do you have? You know you're not going to be surprised by the answer. Whatever, 1 in a million, you might go yeah, actually 4. Total or on each foot? Total. No way. I'm going to start just wearing a shirt that says my name is Manny. From Chicago, and I'm going to avoid for the next 20 years 6 hours collectively of very, very shitty conversation. I understand why they did in the Nazi movies. Show me your papers! I'm from Berlin too, no way. So right when I meet people, I try not to text as much. I know that's kind of the thing people do now. They text before they call. I like to call more because when you text people that you barely know, what happens a lot is that they stop being people. And they feel because no one's boring in text. They want to, they feel like they have to pull 7 puns and 8 pop culture references in every text. Okay, for example, I texted my friend, hey, can you bring the dessert to Claire's birthday party? And he texted back, piece of cake, exclamation point. But all these texts are coming in 20 minutes, suspiciously 20 minutes after you sent the original text. I know you're using each and every one of those 20 minutes alone in your bathroom, probably in the dark too. Yes, I can bring dessert to the party, which is really the right answer to the question. Yes, I can bring dessert to the party. No, I can't say that. Too boring. Easy as pie. No one brings pie to a fucking birthday. Piece of cake. Perfect. Send. Now they'll think I'm interesting and clever because I strung together 3 words over the course of 20 minutes. It's we're not even talking to people anymore. We're just talking to that clicky iPhone noise robots. I don't expect the whole 9 to 5 job. If you have to get up at 3 a.m. every morning just to respond to 3 texts, go along with all the responses. Oh yeah, well Randy, I guess what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Send to Randy. I guess 2 heads are better than 1, Sherry. LOL. That stone-faced LOL. It's not. Do you expect me, if I'm receiving a message from you that you just wrote, and you wrote LOL, you expect me to think that you just wrote something down and thought it was so funny that you laughed out loud at it 3 consecutive times? LOL. And it all just keeps on going. It's a vicious cycle until someone just responds okay. And the person on the other side of the receiving end of the okay, still in 8th gear on the pun meter, and they're what do I say to okay? What do I say to okay? I respond okay back, no, it's stupid. Double okay, logically it's twice as stupid. Affirmative, you're a fucking fighter pilot or something. So just caps lock. I also agree with what we both said here, Randy. Send to Randy. That was your best choice. That was your best choice. It was just that, I think I'm going off on it. I'm texting because I'm just more of a fan of It just scares me. It scares me. The fact that there's a basic principle when you text, that is that you don't have to text back, right? Like I text you, you text me back, I text you back, you don't text me back, and like, I guess we're not talking anymore. It's like the end of the conversation. If you did that on the phone, you would be insane. You ever call that girl from the bar? Yeah, I did. You know, how she's doing. She just got like a new job. I asked her if she wanted to get dinner Friday at 8. And then she just started breathing on the other room for like 3 days until it was Friday and she had plans. All right, that's
Ladies and gentlemen,